My name is Kevin Go, and you're listening to Pizza Beer Revolution.
Hit it! Culture, sophisticated
Podcast Revolution. Now tell me something good. Oh, yeah.
What's up, everybody? Pizza Beer Revolution, Mike Plano, Dennis, the intern, Joe Maffei. We have a very, very special guest, Kevin Go, sitting in. Kevin, thank you so much for coming out, man.
Of course, no problem. How's it going, everyone?
Absolutely impeccable.
Fantastic.
Is it
Great to have
impeccable?
you
It's impeccable.
That's a great answer for that question.
Is it?
How's it
Impeccable.
going? It's impeccable.
It's impeccable.
You can't even peck it.
What did I say the other day that people were like making fun of me about? It was that I'm dandy.
Oh yeah, that was big.
Kevin, do you have a problem with me saying I'm dandy?
I don't think so, not at all. You're the dandiest guy I know, actually.
I am really.
Yes.
I appreciate
Of
it. You gotta pull that a
all the
little
guys you know, he is the most dandy.
I would say so.
Oh wow.
Can you? Sorry.
It's so good.
you define dandy?
I will look it up.
I'm thinking you're just swell.
What is the definition of dandy?
Dandy.
A little panache with I'm feeling good.
You
some
think
jazz
that's
hands
what's
in
going to
there?
come up?
A man unduly devoted to style, neatness, and fashion in dress and
I'm
appearance.
definitely not dandy.
Adjective. Excellent.
I'm dandy.
There we go.
An excellent thing of its kind.
So I'm not the noun dandy, but I can be the adjective dandy.
Can we get impeccable now?
Oh yeah, I
Yeah.
told you.
You can't peck it. Is it im?
Much
There it
better.
is. Impeccable. Of behavior, performance, or appearance in accordance with the highest standards of propriety. Faultless.
So you might be impeccable.
I feel impeccable tonight.
That's really nice.
Kevin, while people are listening to this episode, they may want to stalk you a little bit. So at the
Oh,
top,
excellent.
let's just say where we can see you.
All right. Well, I am a streamer / YouTuber. I'm actually on the road to 10,000 subs very soon, so that's actually really exciting.
Congrats.
Yeah.
Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, everything's just KGoPro.
Go as in GOH.
That's correct. Yeah, I get that. I get that confused a lot. Like whenever you type in the YouTube search bar, all you ever get is just like GoPro. Because
Right,
me trying
yeah.
to be, clever and fancy like that, cause it's so like, oh, you're looking for a, like the GoPro camera, right? Just GoPro and then like some weeb stuff after that. Weeb being, just Japanese anime stuff, of course.
Right. And you must get a lot of spin-off from the people looking for the GoPro stuff.
Yeah.
It's almost like naming your podcast PBR like Pro Bull Riding, which is one of the most popular things in the
Or
world.
if your name is Dominic and you open Dom Knows Pizza.
Dom knows.
Dom Knows Pizza.
So Kev, we've known each other a long time. You have a interesting tidbit. I knew you a long time ago when you were first talking about starting your YouTube channel.
Yes, this was back in like 2015 or so.
So fast forward 5 years later, you are just about to hit 10,000 subscribers.
Yes,
so
I
tell
am.
us a little bit about your channel.
All right, so my channel at the moment, it is I do multiple things. The first thing is I am a variety streamer, which is so I play like any different kind of games. Like I play games ranging from, for example, coming out soon, the Animal Crossing game, which is coming out. I don't know if you guys really know.
A
Nintendo.
time killer.
The time killer, yeah,
Is
like
that
the
you?
ultimate time waster. Popular with like every from with the like little children to stay-at-home moms to like the hardcore to gamers, of course.
Will there be a golden shovel and will you get it?
Shovel Knight, what's
Yeah.
up?
Oh, will you get a golden shovel and will you get it?
That's
in that
always
game?
the first thing you get.
Oh, absolutely.
I've actually got a chance to play the new Animal Crossing at PAX East in Boston. It is fantastic.
Oh, that's really cool.
Fantastic. Took a lot of pictures actually. But then there's the variety streamer stuff from just Animal Crossing to like games from Japan. I refer to it as weeb stuff.
Right.
That's generally what people call it. And then I also just do a lot of just what would be like the best way to describe it? I don't want to say like infomercial type stuff, but like basically just like just review type stuff. Just all about different games and stuff. Yeah.
Those are actually my favorite. Sorry, those are my favorite things about about what you do. Are those infomercials like that like your voice acting
Yes.
ability?
It's crazy.
I think is paramount. And if I recall, a long time ago, I was working on a project and I came to you. You were just a kid, and I think I had you do a voiceover for something I was working on. I don't remember what it was.
Yeah, I
Guess
I
the
just
emoji.
remember that now. Yeah.
Guess the
Guess
oh, it was
that's
guess
what
the
it was.
emoji.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
I
So
actually remember that now as well. Yeah.
yeah, so if you go back on our Instagram feed and you pull up guess the emoji, that's Kevin Go's voice. I totally forgot.
That's crazy.
That was
yeah.
the night I realized that I needed another set of glasses to read up close.
We got to bring that back.
Oh, awesome stuff. But I was looking at his channel, and I saw a lot of Luigi's Mansion stuff. So
Yes,
I'm assuming you
I'm
went
actually
through that
getting
whole
back to
thing.
that as well. I've been playing a lot of Nintendo Switch stuff and just different things of that nature, and I plan to continue as we go on.
Did you think Luigi's Mansion was generic? Was it a good, what's it
Going
called?
back to the original right here.
Well, I'm talking about the latest one that came out for
Latest.
the Switch. And we're looking at, I played it through all the way to the end,
Mm-hmm.
and I thought it was good, but it was very by the numbers.
Oh yeah, you see how with other Nintendo Switch games like Breath of the Wild, Super Mario Odyssey, and of course the new Fire Emblem, how each of them are definitely a step up from the previous game. This is basically just more of the same, which it's good.
Yeah, 'cause
but
it
it doesn't
brings you
really
back.
change, just change up the formula that much, which playing it safe can sometimes be it works. It brings in all the moolah, all the cash money.
Why risk
Right.
money?
Yeah, exactly.
But he did mention a great game.
It is a
No
good
one's
game.
talking about the greatest game that came out of Nintendo. Everybody talks about Link and Link to the Past, which I just finished last weekend,
Nice.
which was really fun. Brings you back because on the DS and all that, it wasn't the best looking, and now it looks phenomenal.
Mm-hmm.
But Fire Emblem Emblem was amazing, and all 3 campaigns.
Seriously, yeah, and also the DLC which just came out too.
Oh, unbelievable! Such a good game. I don't know if you guys are really big into Switch or have consoles at home.
I
No.
have an Xbox One.
I have an Xbox One, but I don't. Since my son, I don't play it.
No
It's
Nintendo
definitely
love.
smart to
tough to find time.
invest in the Switch in the coming future. Just there's already so many things to play on it, and they're just on the right road to just becoming one of the best consoles of all time for sure.
I honestly think it is the best console of all time.
The duality of it is crazy.
And even though Switch Lite and everything that's come out, I mean, I understand people want a budget console, but for $200, that is what the DS was running for. And
Seriously,
I don't know about in your life, I bought about 5 DSs, at least. So the Switch is just coming into
got
its
you
own.
beat there. I got 6 actually.
Yeah, it's
I got
it's
both
insane.
Smash. Yeah.
At what point are you guys going to speak English?
Right.
So what do you main? So Mike, what do you main in Smash?
I don't know what that means. I know you're talking about Super Smash Brothers because I'm not totally oblivious to the world, but I don't know what maining Smash means.
I'll debase you with Duck Hunt Dog.
Oh,
Don't
snap.
listen.
Oh, is
get
that
him
a
with,
character
Captain
you can use to
Falcon.
fight with?
Yeah.
I'll show them the moves.
Kev, let me ask you a question because
Yes.
we talk about this a lot. So I want to just kind of go to your streaming platform. We talk a lot about cable. We just on our last episode had a whole conversation about how channel surfing has passed, how
Right.
cable is dying. Joe doesn't even subscribe anymore to a cable service. So things are moving to he said he watches YouTube
Yeah.
and you said Twitch and all those things. What as a person who's really diving into that and creating a ton of content, how do you vision how people are watching these things? How do you vision where YouTube is going? You're about to break 10,000
Yes.
subscribers on YouTube. What does that mean?
Well, in the entirety of the entire YouTube spectrum, it is still kind of a small I'm definitely one of the smaller channels there. My main final goal would be to at least or not main final goal, but the big goal for me would be hit 100,000. But even that's still pretty small overall. The funny thing about YouTube is that it's definitely the next step in the next evolution in terms of media. It went from went from radio, and then video killed the radio star, of course.
The
and
Buggles.
Then it's historic reference right there. I know. And then now it's all about internet. But the funny thing with YouTube is it's a very what's the word? I would say it's a very just overall backwards. Just in terms of how it's managed, where it's trying to become more family friendly, trying to become more what TV is doing, but in turn it's very much just causing a lot of discourse and a lot of problems for its main creators, which built the platform.
Yeah.
Which is very. I
What-
don't know if you guys have experienced that yourself with just all these new restrictions and censorship.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That YouTube it constantly shoots itself in the foot, and then there's just nothing no response or fixes. It's just always 2 steps forward and then 5 steps back.
Yeah, our monetization
Exactly
status has been revoked and put back
Yeah.
100 times, for no explanation.
Exactly,
We
yeah.
haven't been shadow banned. We haven't been pulled down, if you will. But I know a lot of YouTubers. So if we talk about cryptocurrency a lot as well on the show, and a lot of those channels, everybody woke up one day and all of the crypto channels were pulled down. But so why is that happening? So I mean, do you find as someone who's like really banking on their YouTube channel, do you find those to be problems? Like, is it being fixed? Is it going to kill YouTube? So, do you know what library is?
Say it again.
Library?
I
Anyone?
thought you said the library. Yeah, that's an ancient thing.
Where you get books.
Yeah, I don't know what library or whatever that is.
Library
Treeware.
is a decentralized version of YouTube that will automatically link all of your videos to your library account. And when that happened for cryptocurrency, when YouTube pulled blocked out all those channels,
Right, yeah.
everybody was pointing people to library, and then YouTube quickly reversed because this is a decentralized platform where all of the money goes to the content provider. There's no split. There's nobody overseeing it. It's decentralized.
You mean it wasn't Vimeo's big break?
No.
Blip TV. Oh man.
Do you see like what would make people? Is YouTube the future, or is that future already past and is something else coming?
Well,
I'm
that's
saying-
something that we do need. Actually, we need a proper like competition, just like something to like just tell YouTube, yo, what are you doing? Stop that, Like
Right.
Twitch would be like I'd say like the number 2 like main platform when it comes to like people around like my age and stuff. Which that's what we need. We need just a good competitor to like challenge YouTube, because right now it is just like the main just go to like all encompassing video like platform, like streaming platform, just everything, which is why it's able to get away with all these issues with little what's the word, just like
Resistance.
little resistance and
Yeah.
everything. Yeah, just like if there was something like some competitor that people could go to if they did not agree with like what YouTube's doing, then just
Do you see it coming?
do that.
Well, Amazon
Potentially.
and
Hopefully.
Twitch, because Amazon's a great competitor for Google.
Oh yeah, Amazon's really rising up there.
And Amazon owns Twitch, so I mean, why couldn't they go forward with that?
Yeah.
But
definitely.
can
But
I,
again,
so-
if you're on Google right now and you're using YouTube and you're saying something's child friendly, it better be child friendly.
Oh yeah,
or
no,
they're
that
gonna
whole
rip
thing's
you.
Crazy.
well, I get that. That's not nobody's arguing
No,
that,
but
right?
but that's the big move. This whole child friendly thing. Like if it's for all audiences, it better be for all audiences. That's what they're looking at. They don't want to see torture videos anymore. They are trying to segment their way into something legit.
I'd say that when it comes to YouTube as well, just the rules are just so like just not clearly defined enough to a point
No.
where like your video, because I know that in a lot of like gaming circles, people playing games such as of course like Minecraft and etc. Even if they swear like a sailor or anything like that, are we allowed to swear on this show?
You can
Yes.
swear all you want. Do
Excellent.
you remember when I checked into your show?
Was it like when I was playing that 999 game?
I forget where you were doing a
Blazers,
live
yeah.
stream and I checked in because I subscribed to you.
Mm-hmm.
I got an alert. I got on and he was doing his thing and I was like, this is great. And then I started commenting. I was like, bro, you got to chill out with the language. The language was out of control, but you didn't. That's fine. though.
Check me out on when we're playing Barbie's fucking horse adventure. There we go. Classic.
Barbie, is that a real game?
It is back in 2003.
Barbie's fucking horse adventure?
Exactly like that, yeah.
I
Might
like
be
the stress.
called something different in like the UK. Might be called like Barbie's Equestrian fucking sports or something. Yeah.
We're looking it up.
There you go.
Riding camp.
Is that what this is?
Let's see.
So do you think while he's pulling that up, you think
Yes.
like something would do you think something could
I'm riveted.
overflow them? Like overthrow.
There has to be competition for it to get better.
We have
Well-
to find the breaking point as well. Like, just we've been like YouTube's been around for what 14, 15 years at this point, and like like continuing.
it.
Like, just I definitely think we might be in time for change. Like, like either in this decade or even near just because everyone's been putting up with like a lot of stuff. We'll just have to see, Like, just
So
have
I
to
mean, do you
see.
feel like a decentralized platform would be better? Meaning like there's no overlord, there's no overseer. It's just.
Becoming a gigantic is the word conglomerate like just
I
like,
mean, conglomerate would mean everybody's together, kind of building for one purpose. Where what I'm suggesting is a decentralized platform where everything that you gain from posting would go to you, not
right,
share.
yeah, that would
I mean,
be the
what-
dream. Actually, I mean that's kind of what Patreon does. If I don't know if you guys know the
Right.
site
Mhm,
Patreon.
yeah.
Yeah, like something like that. Like, I think YouTube actually like really hates Patreon because of that specific specific fact. The fact that all the funds do go to the content creator like specifically, and that content creators are using Patreon to circumvent the rules that YouTube has like put in place and stuff like that. So I don't know if like Patreon, Twitch, or anything else just becomes gives the ability to be able to just compete with YouTube and stuff and that. Just
Well,
overall, I think
Isn't
it'd be better.
everything sort of counterculture until it starts making money, and then it becomes the man.
It becomes the counterculture eventually becomes culture, and
yeah,
then, it's just a whole
and then
cycle.
we got to
it
start
is.
putting rules on it until something else. But that's the way it works.
But there's a big demographic line here. Like, you guys aren't watching YouTube daily as a channel.
I do.
I mean, but right there, that's the line. Because anybody older than you isn't doing it. And the entire generation that's below us is using it every day, 8 hours. I don't know if you've ever looked at how much YouTube you watch in a day, but I'm watching 8.5 hours of YouTube a day.
Well, you're watching way too much.
That's
of
a lot of
anything.
YouTube.
That's a lot of anything.
I use it for everything. No, it's not.
Yeah, it is.
Seems
8
like-
hours.
It's only
like
a third of my
it's,
day.
It's like it's appealing to either really, really young children or like the really, really, really like old, just like older than all of us like generation. Like there's like nothing like us in the in between are getting like sandwiched and like are getting like the adverse effects to that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, I just have a couple of YouTube channels I go to, and and now I have a one.
Yeah.
Back-
How many things do you subscribe to?
I don't think I subscribe to anything.
Really?
No,
I sub to a lot.
ton. I have a ton.
Yeah, and I love my subs going to there every day to see what's new.
Yeah.
Right on. Yeah.
Yeah, and just like anything else, like I always will contend that if it's a show that's supposed to be up on a certain time of day, it better be up on a certain time of day, or I go elsewhere.
I really admire those people who can post every day. Too.
It's
Oh, yeah,
tough,
that's-
man. It
that's
doesn't have
crazy.
to be every day, but
But I
one of
admire
the,
it.
One of the toughest things, actually, like now that you talk about that, one of the best things for growth is of course consistency. Like people who post daily, like you'll see like the top YouTubers post something every single day,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
PewDiePie, Markiplier, etc. Whereas like they have teams of editors and stuff, but for example, for someone like me, I'm just one guy. So it's like it's a little hard to like reach that same level. I have some friends actually who like I do pay to like edit some like silly videos for me and something like that. But just like to reach that point, we'll just have to see like how we can like combat or not combat, but just reach that same like level of productivity.
let me ask you this question. So you mentioned Patreon and YouTube, right? So, but
Yes.
like, don't you need one to do the other, right? So if you don't have a YouTube channel or any or a podcast channel, Patreon, how are you even getting people to Patreon? You know what I'm
Well,
saying?
Yeah, you have. I mean, there are different mediums. Like, I actually also embark on I also dabble in voice acting, and I also dabble in cosplay. Some people just like seeing some people in like those funky outfits and stuff like that. You know what I mean? So some people pay people to like request and see them in that, or of course, like voice acting as
So
well.
someone will pay you to cosplay.
Yeah, like
Wow.
oftentimes it's mainly the female cosplayers, of course, but you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Furby.
Got it. Yiffing.
Do we know what oh man, yeah.
Go as deep as you want in that.
Yeah,
subculture.
don't hold back.
Don't
All
hold
right.
back.
How many of you guys have really how well do you guys know of fur affinity and like that whole entire subsection of just like internet like society?
What
have
they
no idea
explained
what
on Entourage.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
I know that it's a thing, and I know what yiffing is,
Oh,
but
great.
that's about as far as I've gone. I've never
see.
participated.
All right, somebody, you got to Google put something up. Or give me a brief explanation of what you're talking about.
About a furry?
Oh, I know what a furry is.
Yiffing is what they do.
Is that what
when
you
they
were
get
saying?
Together.
That's what
You
I
didn't
was
use that
referring to,
term
yeah.
though. You used a different term.
Did I?
You said
Oh,
fur.
fur affinity is like the main hub for
Oh,
like,
okay,
furs.
okay,
Like that's
okay.
like one of the main.
Is that
Yeah,
like
yeah,
the
yeah, yeah.
sensitive way to
So-
talk
so, like-
about?
Oh, it's not called boinking? It's yiffing?
No, boinking is yiffing.
So people will like they'll have like in Vegas will have like a what are they
Furry
called?
convention.
Yeah, convention, and it'll
I'm
be
not
like
sure
a
if they're
furry.
big enough to get to like Vegas, but like there's definitely like because I mean there's like New York Comic Con. You have fucking conventions for everything actually.
Yeah.
So like there will be some that are specifically within this whole camp that you're seeing, right? Is that Jorgen von Strangle from? There it is. Yeah, they have something for Fairly Odd Parents for some reason. I don't know if you guys
Very
know that show.
interesting.
I
Oh,
know.
yeah.
I don't know what
Really?
we were talking. What did you just ask?
Fairly
The guy
Odd
all the way
Odd
to the
Parents.
left.
The guy all the way to the left.
This guy?
The Arnold looking guy. Yeah, that guy.
This person would be considered someone.
I'm
who dressed
guessing
like
they're
that?
trying to make him into a furry. Yeah, he didn't have any
There's
signs of that
nothing
in the
furry
original.
about him.
Yeah, no, well, I mean,
Well, does
yeah.
it have to
I
be
guess they're trying to
somebody
say
in-
that furries are
Maybe
also
now-
people too.
Right.
So do you
that's
do
not
you
right.
have like different costumes that, or when someone requests it, like how does that go? Like there's got to be infinite.
Well, I'm not big enough, or like, I don't take it seriously enough to like get to the point where like people would pay me to do like the cosplays and stuff. I do have like a bunch of different like cosplays that people want to see me in, like for example, for like the game series Danganronpa, there's a lot of characters like very just very colorful and very like diverse designs, and that whole thing. That is the funniest way I've ever seen anyone spell Danganronpa. There we go.
There's one right here.
Yeah, I've seen like Dingly Grandpa before and stuff like that. It's pretty good. But yeah, that game series. Yeah, like there's just different like cosplays that people want to see me in because they like the I think the term is kin me with the character. That's another like funky internet term you guys can read up on. Basically, just like they associate me with the character, yeah, and want to see me in it.
Kin me?
Kin, yeah.
Now
K-I-N.
there are certain characters that are like very high regarded, and people will like pay a ton of money to just like get.
Well, like
pictures taken
anything,
with them,
there's
right?
mainstream, and then there's like underground, and
Yeah.
then there's fringe. Like if he's going as like someone for like Persona 5 or Final Fantasy, that's more mainstream. To
That
what,
is exactly
what he's
mainstream,
watching.
Yep.
Yeah, but some like obscure Japanese animation that was only on for half a season, and you played a character that was
a
like the
character.
janitor in the high school.
Yeah.
Right.
That's a deep cut.
The funny thing is when you go to those like cosplay conventions and stuff, if you see people walking around like the doing like the Naruto run or like cosplaying like just Goku or someone,
I know that reference.
I know the
Exactly.
Naruto run.
yeah, like people like no one stops to take your picture really. They're just
No.
like, oh, it's just another Goku. I've seen there's like 60 more over there. That's actually exactly what I saw. In I remember when 2016, I think, the Suicide Squad came out, and like literally like 60% of the women that you saw there were dressing up as like the goddamn Harley Quinn.
They were all
from
Harley
Suicide-
Quinns.
They were all Harley Quinn, just everywhere. I'm sure. Yeah, New York Comic Con.
That's still nice though.
Yeah,
That was a nice look.
If you cosplay someone from like a more obscure series, like one of the series I like really enjoy is the series called Zero Escape, which is a kind of like a like escape room, just like time travel based series. Is really cool. I scour every single hallway in those places, like looking for people cosplaying characters from that series because of how niche it is. But like it's like finding like a holy grail, just like holy crap, someone else who likes this really obscure thing that no one else knows.
It's almost like
Amazing.
finding a friend. Honestly.
Exactly, like
Yeah.
other people have heard of this. I feel
You
validated,
belong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean that's true with anything. Like you go see indie bands, right? Or you start like
the time.
it's kind of the same thing, right? When you see
It's
when you
punk
stumble
rock.
upon yeah
It's
it is
punk.
punk rock.
No matter what subculture you're in, you see someone else who's in that subculture, it normalizes it. It makes you feel better about yourself.
Yeah.
And makes you feel a little camaraderie.
But if you're Joe Maffei, once it becomes culture, you're out.
Yes, because
Right.
I'm a hipster to the core.
There's only so much you're willing to accept, and then you're like, okay, this is too mainstream.
Once someone says they have a Mankey too, I'm done.
Yeah.
So whatever, bro. So Kev,
Yo.
you made a really interesting decision. Not necessarily a risk, but when you were after you graduated high school, you were posed with a choice. You were
Yes.
posed with the choice of going to college.
That's right.
You probably had many offers to go wherever you wanted to
a
go,
lot. Yep.
and you turned that down, and you decided to take on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
How talk to me about that? Like how do you feel all these years later?
Yeah.
How-
It's
you
been
know.
a very, very interesting journey with a lot of twists and turns. So, yeah, like if we just dial it all the way back to, if we dial it all the way back to 2015, I was a very, I want to say like wide-eyed, like idealistic type of kid, and I like didn't really know like what I was like getting into. Like I had the end goal in mind, but I wasn't really what I would say like at the point to really utilize and catch that dream effectively. But a lot of things happen within that time frame to really allow me to do so, and really just be on the path and become the person that I also feel like I'm satisfied with, because one of the reasons I decided not to go to college and also try to pursue this goal of mine is because at the time I wasn't the how do I put this? I wasn't entirely satisfied with myself, because back then I didn't really have a lot of friends, and I didn't really feel like I belonged in that type of medium, and I felt that also going to college would not really allow me to be who I wanted to be, if you know what I mean, right?
No, I get that.
Yeah, one of the best things about having embarked on YouTube and is the fact that I've gotten the chance to meet a lot of really, really good people, which I've also met at these different conventions, and I'm making plans to go and see. Is the audio good?
Yeah, sorry about that.
Yes,
Hold on one second. Just pull the microphone just a little bit closer to your mouth. Sorry.
like this.
Yeah. However. Yeah. Sorry.
Okay, testing 1 2 3. Yes. Okay.
Well, it's funny, you were talking about where you were going and where you came from, and since I've known you, I've seen that common thing between us, this true love of video game culture.
Right on, yeah.
And there's something about gamers in general, and you can spot one across a room. You know when someone's a real gamer, when everything they want to do gets you back to that game and wants to play that game. And maybe you didn't see where you were going, but I mean, it was obvious to a lot of people who knew, like, one day you're going to go and talk about this or do something with this.
The interesting difference between the two, from my perspective, is like when you were growing up, when you were Kevin's age, right? Because you guys are probably 30 years apart.
Yeah, and we play the same games.
No,
Yeah, it's
I know,
funny,
but
actually.
in his generation, the advent of streaming yourself playing or reviewing, like, that didn't
Right.
exist when you were a kid.
Nope.
You know what I mean? So, like, do you think if you were in Kevin's generation that you would have embarked on that?
No, I'm not that person. I'm not one who's putting it out. I'm just a lover of games. I've been playing games since the first console, and I just love new games and great games when they come out. And I find Nintendo games are some of the best made games in the world. So if you can
They
find
really do have
something,
the polish, yeah.
yeah, that are out there, and then if it's fringe or it has a new mechanic or it's just to the point where it's done well, I want to play it. I want to see it, because it's like everybody was huddled around a radio, and someone was like, "Hey, come over, watch this TV thing," and I'm looking at everybody going, "Hey, come on over. Why don't you interact with your TV a little
Yeah.
bit?" So,
When we were in college, I remember we had like Madden tournaments, right, on PlayStation 1. And I remember one of us said, "Dude, look at how many people are watching us play Madden."
Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
good point, man.
And we're like, "Oh yeah." And it's like, well, "Dude, what if we just had like a channel where
Yeah.
people watched us play video games?" And it was like, and now look, dude.
You guys were about like 20 years too early for that, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Oh,
there was
Yeah,
no
but
way
it's
to
still
really do
happening.
it.
are sports gamers real gamers?
I would say so, yeah.
Ah,
Like,
you're accepting. I'm
You're
not.
such a hater, dude.
I would say that, like, well, I mean, you look at, of course, like, I mean, there's tournaments for everything. You mean, you can probably like pull up Madden on Twitch right now and see either someone playing it or potentially even like a tournament. You never know.
Kevin, you ever listen to our show?
I've listened to a couple, yeah.
Do you know Top or Bottom?
Top or bottom? That I don't know.
You hear that music?
Oh,
Dennis the Intern is going to give you a little intro, but then I want you to listen to what Dennis the Intern says, right?
All right.
And then I want you to give us that intro in the best Kevin Go intro you can give us.
alrighty.
So now we're going to play a game called Top or Bottom. What we're going to do is we're going to get two terms, two items, two things. And if they were put into a relationship, however you decide that relationship is, which one
okay.
is on top, which one is on bottom, and whatever that means to you
Okay.
is also what it means.
Now you can paraphrase that.
All right, it's time for a game to be played called Top or Bottom, where you are given two terms, one that will be on the top, one that will be on the bottom. The choice is up to you. So let's go.
Yeah,
Yes.
good job. Way better than Dennis
Gold,
the Intern.
Jerry,
I mean,
gold.
Dennis the Intern is partially.
Terrible.
We're on the way
Call
to
him
get rid
Dennis
of
the
him.
Menace.
I like that. Last week, 2 weeks ago, I called him Flanders. He got all offended.
A little bit.
Dokley,
Howdy
Big Ned.
doodly.
Top or bottom? This is tailored to you. We're going to
Okay.
round table it. Here we go. Top or bottom, number one. We'll start with Dennis the Intern. Gaming consoles or computer gaming?
I am a console guy.
Oh, PC Master Race, not gonna like that.
I
Dude,
know.
I was just gonna say that. Oh,
Gabe
it's-
Newell wants to know your location.
I don't even. Wow. I'm afraid. But you know what? I'm
I mean,
say that.
There's not much you can do.
We just interviewed John McAfee. He knows where we live. If he hasn't killed us already,
I think we're gonna be okay.
Dave Grohl's not going to.
Why console?
You know what? For me, it's I like the controllers. I think that for me, it's just better. It's
CDI.
easier. Yeah. I'm a console guy.
Interesting. Getting swept up by a keyboard and mouse guy. I'm going PC Master Race 100%. Xbox lost it when they put everything out that came on the Xbox. Also came out on the PC. A keyboard and mouse is more accurate. There's more games. They're cheaper. There's bigger libraries to download. And then there's Steam sales where you get like so many games in one little pack, and you get cheap games that you want to play. So
I'd have to give it, like, you brought up a lot of good stuff with, Steam sales and just, like, everything when it comes to PC Master Race. But for me, I would have to give it to consoles, mainly for the Nintendo Switch and, again, the duality of it. And just, like, in the foreseeable future, I can see a lot of things, like, copying that, just its overall framework. So we'll see.
The Switch is pretty good, huh?
yeah.
Yeah, so I'm
very
getting a
good.
lot of Switch.
And you got a kid, you should have one.
It's true.
Okay.
I recently played the Oculus Rift.
Ooh, Oculus, yeah.
That was fun.
Dude, Valve Index released again today. You could get it like what? I think Monday was when it came out again for a second release, and they're shipping within 3 weeks. That is the best VR that's out right now.
Back in high school, well, I'll tell you how old I am. I'm going to throw some stuff at you. You have no idea. In television.
I know in television. I
Really?
know in television
ColecoVision?
and ColecoVision.
Oh,
ColecoVision.
wow.
Yeah.
So one of my claims to fame was when you hooked up like the Atari or those consoles, you had to like take apart the back of the TV
Yeah.
and like do some screwdriver work to get those things to work. But
I
so
know a lot about retro gaming, man.
All
So,
right.
yeah, like those little like fucking devil pitchforks.
Yes,
yeah,
yeah,
that
yeah,
exactly.
and the
man.
switch
That
on the
crap.
black box, the little switch.
Yep, 100%. But then when computers came out, like I was in high school when we had like our first home computer.
Commodore 64.
I had a Commodore 64. I was like
Okay.
13 when I had that. But then we had like a regular PC. It was probably like a Tandy, something you bought at like Radio
Gateway.
Shack.
That is
Maybe
a
a
Radio
Gateway.
Shack.
And I begged my parents to let me put like a first person shooter. It's probably like Castle Wolfenstein or something like
Oh,
that,
Did you
right?
shoot Larry?
Some-
Larry.
and I totally. This is the computer that like my parents did all their banking on. They were just like moving the floppy disks, hard drive,
Yeah.
and they started to like move everything to the computer. And they were very worried about doing that. And I put this game on and I crashed it,
Damn.
destroyed the whole computer. So from that point on, I was always a console guy.
You don't want to get in trouble.
I didn't want to get in trouble, man. Like you could do some damage.
Let me talk
yeah.
about old school computer games and Netflix. With Bandersnatch and the Bear Grylls television show You versus Wild, why hasn't Netflix done Oregon Trail, where you could play Oregon Trail and watch it?
They got dysentery.
Yeah, exactly.
They didn't
They
ford the
got
river.
coronavirus. That's the new Oregon Trail.
Yeah.
Coronavirus.
Yeah, the coronavirus trail, something like that. Yeah.
How you
Netflix,
feel
if you
about
do
that?
that, just give me like 2% of what you earn.
Top or bottom number 2, Gonk Droid or Waifu?
All right.
First of all,
Gonk Droid. That's a historic thing, actually. Like, then there's the that's Wifu, actually.
Yeah.
I said it wrong. My bad.
It's all good. No, you said it right. That's spelled wrong.
Oh, how do I spell it?
There's an A in there.
Yeah, right. Did
Right
you
there.
mean?
There's an A, W, A. Japanese words are very interesting. Like, you have to pronounce every single thing of, like, the vowels and stuff like that. But I would actually have to give it to Gonk Droid because it's so finely crafted and just such a companion, cube right there. You know what I mean?
It's a walking trash
It's
can.
a walking trash can. Yeah, it's got like a double purpose. You can stick your something or other in there, and then like put some other stuff in there. You know what I mean?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like can you do that to your waifu? You probably could, but I wouldn't recommend it. Also in the game Lego Star Wars, it is the best thing. You can just like blow up your friend with it. It's pretty good.
Interesting side note.
Yes.
All right.
We've been doing this podcast since 2014.
Yes.
I had not until the shed did we have a TV on the wall where Dennis the intern had a computer hooked up to it. I had no clue he was computer illiterate until today.
Maybe his fingers just don't connect to his brain.
Did
right.
you have any
I
idea?
get nervous.
No,
Like I
had
wondered
no
why
idea.
nothing ever got done. Dennis, while we asked him to do shit, you are computer illiterate.
I'm the worst.
You can't work Google.
I can't.
You could. I had to reach over and mute the friggin' thing for you.
I know.
You know what? Another point to the Gonk Droid. He would probably be able to get this working too.
He's got no arms.
And that just shows how good he is.
And we don't know what sexy is.
That's true.
That's also true.
That's a tough top or bottom.
I don't know, dude. I don't know anything about either of these. But when you bring up pictures of waifu, she's on top.
yeah.
You like the waifu?
Way better than
One
that.
of them is actually.
trash.
I mean, one
You sure
of
you
them
don't
is
wanna
actually, Elon Musk. Elon Musk is actually a waifu too. I don't know if you guys saw that.
What?
tweet.
Wait,
Yeah.
I don't know what.
He's a
I
cat
don't
girl.
know. Listen, I want to just make a disclaimer here. I don't know what I'm saying when I'm putting a waifu on top. I'm just saying I like that picture better than the other picture.
Yes.
I can see that.
Going on visuals alone.
There's a thing called Rule 34. I don't know if you guys know that.
Everything's
No.
porn.
I'm in a-
Everything is porn. There you go. Look up how much.
That's Rule 34.
yeah,
Yeah.
everything.
Look
becomes
at how
porn.
much Gonk Droid has, and then I don't know. We'll see. I guess.
Has as far as what?
Rule 34.
Why? What did explain
Hey,
to?
you got that right.
Dennis
That's
said
really
it.
good.
Yeah.
Oh.
There we go.
Oh my goodness.
Wow. Google's the
Gonk Droid
Google's bringing
on
everything right
top.
here. Exactly.
All right.
Actually,
Oh my God. Is that Amidala Sportin?
seems like it. Yeah.
It happens.
That's how she got pregnant to Annie. Yeah.
Well, there you go.
All right, top or bottom number 3. Yaki, close the drapes. Top or bottom number 3. Comments or views? Dennis?
I think I have to put comments on top because comments are the people that are actually interacting. Views are just someone that maybe just stopped by. I don't know how the algorithm works, but I think comments, more comments, the better.
Views and subs on top. 100%. That's what pays the bills.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
I would actually have to agree with Dennis here. Yeah, like definitely the interactivity is like a big point of it because that's also how the algorithm works. You could have just like all the subscribers, like all the everything, but if you're like subscribers and everything does not, of course, like correlate to view count. Like you could, for example, PewDiePie, who is the #1 most subscribed person, his views compared to his like overall like subscriber count, it's honestly not too amazing. Like he has the viewership of someone who would only have like 20 million overall. And yeah, it's also just really cool to just be able to like interact with people. But when you get like really, really up there, like in terms of sub counts, it does get a lot harder to start interacting with people. That's actually something I have a lot of problems with now myself, where just like I try to say like, talk to people in the stream chat, or I try to like respond to comments. Just like what, like 100 plus comments a day. I can't, like, I don't have the time to do that. And if I were to dedicate myself to do that, I would not have the time to then make more videos and just keep that cycle going. So
but
that's
you
definitely
get
an issue
paid.
there.
You don't get paid on any commentary. Has nothing to do with your pay, right? Like it's all subscriptions.
Well, if you're on the live stream and someone gives you a super chat,
Super chats. I wanted
I've
to get
actually
to
gotten
that
a couple
too.
of those myself. So
So comments don't pay the bills, but they are. It's good to have them because it's more.
well, interacting with your fans can allow for like them to like it's like, I don't want to say convince, but it like it gives them, oh my god, he acknowledged me. Then I'm gonna
Right.
like continue to like, it allows people to you become personal with people, and then they'll like potentially like become a fan for life. You know what I mean?
I do.
do you have
Yeah.
a PO box?
I do have a PO box. Yes.
Ah, very interesting. That's a line that people draw once they get really, really famous. They pull the PO box because weird things come through the mail.
Oh, there can be. I've seen some people get like hair in the mail, and I've seen some really, really weird stuff. But yeah, just different things in that vein.
Our PO box is just the shed.
I see.
No
Send it to
ticking
the
boxes,
shed.
No.
please.
That's
New
where you
Jersey.
can fit your tools, if you know what I mean.
Top or bottom?
Like Onktroy.
Like, yeah, like Andre.
Exactly like him.
Top or bottom number 4, hibachi or takeout?
I
Was it-
have,
well,
I'm not
before you
biased
had-
at all with this
yeah.
question.
Before you answered, is that the fair comparisons, or should it be hibachi or sushi?
I would actually say hibachi or sushi. Yeah.
Okay, let's go with
Definitely
that
you want to go with that one?
Yeah, right.
I still would put hibachi on top because you get dinner and a show. Hibachi on top.
Yeah,
Yeah, but
that's a
the
good point.
embarrassing moment if you don't catch the shrimp.
Well, they don't throw the shrimp anymore. It's too expensive, right? They throw
Somebody
vegetables.
sued
They
a
throw the
hibachi
vegetable, yeah.
restaurant
Yeah.
because they hurt their neck going
Come
for the. I
on.
swear to God, they sued a hibachi restaurant because they hurt their neck.
Not
going-
How
buying
could you do that?
Imagine breaking your neck trying to catch something. Yeah.
I love
Well, you
going
gotta
to
sacrifice
hibachi
the body.
with people who haven't seen it before. Like, yeah, here comes the volcano.
But at this point in your life, like, who hasn't? Well, I just took Parker for the first time.
That's
and,
what I'm
and
saying.
he loved it.
Yeah.
Right? But he's 2. Who else you finding to take for the first time?
That's funny.
This is another one.
That's the one you were saying. Like that was on my mind too.
Yeah.
Actually.
Woman sues hibachi restaurant because of the little wee wee
The
toy.
little wee
Oh,
wee toy.
you had
Yeah,
brought
those
that
guys are
up.
funny.
Yeah. Do you get any complaints about that in life? I wonder. I wonder if the complaints come through. Because honestly, in this day and age, people find things to complain about.
There are two kinds of people: people who wee wee, and people who, I don't know where we're going with this, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
It's actually better to be pissed off than to be pissed on. For
Oh,
some
absolutely.
People, so I mean,
Mr. Colitis injured his neck while dodging the shrimp.
His last name is Colitis.
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 No, it's his. That's not real. Nobody's last name.
It's
is
at the
Colitis.
New York Times.
Nobody's last name is Colitis.
Could you find a reputable source?
what's the origin on colitis? Like
Yeah, can you please Google that?
The origin of colitis.
This guy's name is not Colitis. Is it spelled the same way?
my mother was.
No, it
from,
isn't.
My mother was from Albany. My father was venereal disease. Like shoot, I mean, it's like Snow White and the 7 venereal diseases. I guess kind of thing going on right here.
Sneezy.
Oh yeah, sneezy, genital warts, gonorrhea, and happy.
Herpes.
That's
Yeah.
that's Happy's name in
Crabby.
in his after time. Oh, there we go.
I love a good hibachi, but I love sushi's got to be on top for me. I really enjoy some good
As a
sushi.
regular meal, for sure.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But if you're going out, if you have a choice between going out and getting sushi or going out and getting good hibachi, and yes, I'm loading the question.
Well, I mean, so
Sell
I
it
go to the
more.
same place.
For both.
There's only one. It's called Sumo. It's in Wall Township, New Jersey. I mean, if you haven't been there, you have to go.
You gotta
for-
go. Maybe
for
I'll go there on
either
my way home.
either the hibachi or the sushi.
I've never been myself. Where can you find this sumo?
I think it's on Route 35 south in the what is now referred to as the Whole Foods Plaza.
Indeed, the Whole Foods Plaza. I remember when there was a Brielle Sports Club, and was it a Pathmark? That was a Pathmark. This is fucking ages ago. Jesus Christ. There used to be a goddamn Blockbuster too. Yeah, okay.
What a difference.
The goddamn Supercuts is still there. What's up with that?
So
How is that possible?
Yeah, I know.
I don't know. Hibachi or sushi?
I would. Well, this is a very interesting question for me, of course, considering the Sumo Hibachi Steakhouse. That's my family's place. It's such a because I get both. That's the fuck. I get both. I would have to give it to hibachi. just because
Yeah.
it's a lot of fun with like it's definitely like a group experience
Yeah.
thing, and just like the interactivity is great. It's just a fun time overall. It
The
really is.
saddest person in the world gets hibachi for one.
Oh yeah, the amount of people
That
just,
might
like,
have been
at
a
the fucking
haiku.
bar, just like sitting, like just eating alone, just like black and white, just like oh
Yeah.
That might have been a haiku. I
Being
just
that it's
said.
a family restaurant, when you get hibachi, do you get the show?
it's true.
Yeah?
It's true.
Do,
It's
you-
exactly
do they just cook it up and give it to you, or do you actually get the show too?
Like when you are going to your restaurant,
Oh,
they
do
give
the
you the
show?
show?
No, because
They-
I see them. They do the show and then they put someone in the cart underneath because that's for a to-go order or a table order.
Yeah, like actually that's something where normally they don't allow for hibachi to go because they have to make it there. And the only time I'm like they're allowed to like make it for me and like people in my family as like a personal thing is when there are people in the other people in the thing and they can just add it on as well, because there's no fucking hibachi chef that's gonna make it for no one there or just like one person. You know
Yeah, it's
what I
a
mean?
lot of work.
It's a
Right.
lot of work for like minimal gain, exactly. So it'd be a little silly.
Side note or question. So, Japanese food versus Chinese food. I know that there is a different menu at a Chinese restaurant. If you order it the way, I guess you would call it authentic.
Yes.
It comes totally different. So if you order like chicken and broccoli authentic, it's different than what you would get normally.
Go to
Is there-
China and try to get General Tao's chicken.
Right.
I don't know what the hell you're talking about.
So is there the
wasn't
same
even a
kind of
general.
vibe? Like if I go to Sumo, is there like a sub menu that I don't know about?
Secret
Like-
menu.
Yeah, that's more authentic.
Like if I go in there, double cane.
The fish is raw.
yeah.
you have to hold your finger on the side of your nose.
Yeah.
What do you do?
No,
I
there's-
want the
there's no secret menu
hibacho.
on that. Not at all. Not at all.
It's not like In-N-Out Burger where you can get like
Do you believe him?
double animal style.
yeah. Do I believe what?
Do you believe there's no secret menu? He said,
No,
maybe-
I don't believe
Well,
it for
you
1
know what?
second.
I'll take my answer off the air. Thank you.
Top or bottom number 5, a arena or online. So we're talking about gaming. We're talking
Gaming.
like big arena, like the NBA, EA Sports NBA championship was played in the Garden. It had more people viewing that than viewed the NBA finals.
Yep.
That's wild. That's wild what gaming is. Games earn more money now than blockbuster films. It's crazy.
Well, I mean, it helps when your competition's dead or Blockbuster's dead. There's actually still like one Blockbuster, I think, just somewhere.
No,
out
I meant
there.
like
No, he
blockbuster
means, like,
films,
block-
not
Oh,
a
okay.
blockbuster.
Right on.
Let me tell you something about Blockbuster Films coming up this summer.
Okay.
Huge problem.
What?
They have shut down because of the coronavirus.
Yeah.
They have shut down production on so many films. So coming
Oh
up
my
this
God.
summer, there's going to be nothing.
What
Yeah,
is
I
The Rock
saw-
gonna do?
Tentpoles?
I saw something today.
Vacation.
Fucking New York Post. Coronavirus conference canceled in New York because of coronavirus.
That's great.
Cancel
That's
hashtag
awesome.
cancel everything. That's
Seriously,
the hashtag right
actually,
now.
it just ruining all the
Canceling-
fun. They canceled E3 because of coronavirus, actually, too.
Oh, I can't believe that.
Yep.
So we won't know
I
what
mean, I can
games aren't
believe
going to
it.
come out.
I mean, shit, with you have it in the internet, you never know, you know?
Well, maybe Cyberpunk.
The best thing is-
2077.
Still waiting for that.
Yeah.
When you hear this episode, we may sound really ignorant.
Yeah,
It's
possibly.
like it's going to be like 3 weeks away when this launches.
Yeah.
Coronavirus will be done.
You think?
No.
Or it'll be like Omega Man. We'll all be like,
Or we'll be dead. That's
Right.
another possibility. We might be dead
we could be.
because of coronavirus.
I don't
Yeah,
think
we
we're
might
going to be
fucking
dead
plague
because
zombies.
China and Italy, they'd all be, we're at least we're witnessing them first. you know?
Right. Well,
Like,
no, they're the canary in the coal mine.
Yeah.
We're
Did you
gonna-
just reference the Blue Bomber?
I did.
Wow. Much respect.
Thank you.
Mega Man.
I'm gonna put arena on top. You know what? Spectacle. Same reason why I put hibachi on top. Like everybody, I guess that from the standpoint of online gaming is everybody's involved, but there's something about people getting together and watching just a few do something amazing.
The hype is infectious.
Yeah.
Until
Oh, yes.
speaking of infectious, until this happens,
Oh, no.
Clear the room.
Yeah.
then it's not amazing anymore.
Yeah. Then we're scared.
Well, what was it yesterday? Call of Duty released a free game to compete with Fortnite. 150 online players. You get eliminated, going with teams of 2, 3. You go to this thing called the Gulag. You go 1v1s out. Online games are getting bigger
I would
and
play
more
that.
players online.
Yeah.
It's tough to see where it's going because when everybody can be online together, why are you going out?
But you know what? The problem with online gaming is the barrier to entry. As someone that has tried to play Fortnite, like myself, I want to get involved.
Time out.
I have
You
never tried
are
to play
talking
Fortnite.
about barrier of entry. You can't work Google.
Fair enough.
Like, of course, it's a problem for
But
you.
I'll
but do you
try
think
to
it's a
play-
problem for Kevin ever?
I don't know. Like as a noob, I'll drop in and I try to get and within seconds I'm dead.
I will bet Kevin's never played Fortnite.
Honestly, I actually haven't.
Yeah, I haven't played
Like,
it either.
I don't play like the only battle royale type thing that I've really like tried to invest myself in is Tetris 99.
Yeah, Tetris 99
Really,
is
really,
awesome,
like,
and I've
that's
never
a
won.
good battle royale. I've played actually PUBG a little bit.
Have you won?
I've never won on PUBG. I've won on Tetris 99. That's the real victory right there.
Yeah, I've
actually.
never won on Tetris 99.
Kev, how do you have time to play games and still do all of your production?
Honestly, most of the games that I have the chance to play nowadays are ones that I play on stream, which it does like kind of like dampen my ability to play like all the games that I want because I have to make sure I look presentable. I have to like make sure like my voice is ready for it, and that I'm in the mood to be able to like interact with people while playing. Because one of the things, it's mainly for me, but like I don't like it when someone's playing a game and like it's just mostly like dead sounds. I mean, certain games it's cool with it. Like if you have to really concentrate, like with the Tetris 99 here, then like that's okay. But like for like me, I like it when like I can interact with people.
So is this like a competition version of Tetris?
Yes.
It is. Yep. And you will often get killed in the first 10 seconds, probably by children.
Yes.
Actually, no. Children is where all the Fortnite people are. This is where all the real people are.
Pure gamers.
Basically.
To win it, this is amazing.
Oh yeah.
I've gotten close so many times and never pulled a win.
I've won once on stream, actually. It was pretty good. It was during a 24-hour, it's called Extra Life for charity.
Right.
And yeah, I won on stream, and like all the donations started like flying in for that. It was
So-
it was amazing.
Penn and Teller they had a video game that I
They
think was on the
did way back.
Dreamcast.
It was funny.
It was Vegas, and one of them was called Desert Bus.
Yeah, I
you
remember.
can look it
Desert
up.
Bus for Hope.
Desert
Yeah.
Bus. So a couple of guys got together. The whole game is for you to take a bus from like Flagstaff, Arizona, to Las Vegas and back. And there's nothing. All you do is you hit the A button and you have to hold the controller.
Yeah.
And it's real time.
And the funny thing is,
What?
sometimes it'll like drift, like it'll like purposely drift off to the side.
You
so you can't
have
just
to
like,
play.
You have to play. Yeah, it forces you.
So
And-
these guys got together and
What?
they do it for charity.
It's like, what's that? A 6
This
hour
is the
car ride?
game. You
Yep.
don't pick anybody up. You hold down the A button and you steer.
Do you get something if you win?
Nothing.
You get like a point, and then you have to
Yeah.
do the same 10-hour route like back. for a
If you
second.
get to Vegas,
Satisfaction.
you get 1 point.
Oh my god!
And there's guys that play Desert Bus for Hope, and they'll play as
Yeah.
long as they're receiving donations to keep playing, and they'll
Yeah.
swap in and out.
Yeah, are
but-
they like they're holding the button down with
You
like,
can play Desert Bus right on that PC there. It has
yeah.
a decent GPU. You can play lots of decent games.
when you're live streaming, what are you using for a camera?
Mostly just a basic webcam, I'd say. Yeah, just like a basic. I forgot the exact. Was it Intuos webcam? I forgot the exact like brand, but yeah, just like a basic webcam. And then the overall software that I use is OBS.
Oh, yeah.
Which is, I switched from. There's two versions of OBS. I use OBS Studio now, which is like it's a very intuitive, just very very good, just overall service.
It's free.
Total racist. Oh yeah, look at them.
Is that? I think it might be.
2019, though. Did they
Yeah.
stop doing it?
They haven't
Or
done
no,
it
they
this
haven't
year
done the
yet.
next one. Yeah, that's
We're
right.
still pretty young in 2000.
Yeah, true.
What do they do with the money?
They just give it a charity,
They do.
Wow.
but they'll keep playing as long as they're getting donations. And if you crash, you're back to Flagstaff.
Yeah, you are. The funny thing is, it's like for people that like do like donation goals or different stuff like that when they stream and like do different entertaining things for the audience. They're really blurring the lines nowadays between the difference of a streamer and a cam whore, if you know what I mean.
Ah.
Like there are some on Twitch. They refer to them as I've referred to them as titty streamers, where like they like the game is like this big on the screen, and then like the girl's boob is just like like 75% of it, and then it just like gets all like the really really like lonely people out and just throwing all their money at the screen.
It's a crazy world, man.
I can
Yeah.
see the appeal though.
Yeah. I mean, like if you had,
I like
it might be a
the
little
appeal.
different if you were to do it compared to like some of these like girls that are doing it. But like,
I
hey,
bet-
if you have your assets, why not do it? Right?
I bet not though, dude. If you're Joe, you need to play shirtless video games on Twitch and see what kind of fun. I bet you
That's
get
what I'm saying. Yeah, like
you get a
hey,
huge
There's a
following.
market for me. There's a market for everybody.
There is a
There
market for
is,
everyone.
man.
It's very
People are
true.
gonna wanna
You remember
pay
like
you.
Family Guy, like the side boob hour? Yeah, yeah. That'll be your next spinoff.
You like this side boob? You shouldn't. It's my side boob.
Giggity 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 goo.
So what's like the next? What is the next level for you? Like 10,000 subscribers.
Yes.
What's your end game? Like, is it just to continue what you're doing because you love to do it and get as big as you can, or is there somewhere else you'd like to go? You're trying to go towards television, film, radio. Like what do you?
Definitely not to
You
television.
have goals, right?
I do have goals, yeah. I would say that I mainly want to do like when I first set off to do it, I honestly wanted to do it to be able to like I guess I want to say like be recognized as someone, quote unquote, because at the time, like I said, like in the past with like just like school and stuff, I didn't really have that many friends, and I didn't like feel like people really like knew or like really acknowledged my fucking whole entire existence. You know what I mean? Which is something
They
that
didn't
was able
get
to
you.
be fixed by doing streaming and stuff. Just like because when you are like people come to your streams for you specifically. They could be watching anyone else, but they come for you because they like you and they like your personality and like what you bring to the table. And like that has been a real good like not like fix, but like it's been like able to. It's a big confidence booster, definitely. And after that, like just one of the things that really keeps me going, because I could have just done that for like a couple years, but like what really keeps me going is just the interactivity and like having to have met so many people from all different walks of life, from like all different like countries and like just like states and everything, where even though we have not really met face to face, I've met some people face to face, but I know more about like people that I've never met in person, and like the same to me. Whereas like a lot of people in real life like can't even remember like 5 things that just like I enjoy doing in my like downtime. You know what I mean? For like that, I would say that my main thing is just to either well. My main goal is to be able to continue, like, just be able to make a stable income, be able to make it so that I can, like, bring forth just, like, a good future for myself and for other, like, people, like, within my circle. And it would be cool to be able to, like, use this as a platform to potentially, like, either get my own, like, personal, like, creative stuff off the ground. Like, I have a lot of, like, creative ideas that I would want to, like, do when it comes to like making like a animation or like just something like that, or be able to use my voice acting stuff to be able to become like something more more established slash like being able to just like like get money from it and stuff like that. But money's not like my main thing. It's mainly the people. Like that's really it.
Do you really feel like people didn't get you? What was the term you used? They didn't get my whole existence. You really feel that way? Did you really feel that way?
At the time, like back then, no, I honestly felt like really lonely. I did, like, just.
But now you found a community, one that
Yeah.
you're curating.
Exactly, yeah. Like, it's we're getting real,
we're getting deep.
what's the word? We're getting really psychoanalytical, I guess, maybe right here.
A little bit.
Like,
Are you uncomfortable? Should we?
I'm all good. No, like it's something I can easily talk about. It's all good.
I mean, I don't. I guess what I want to say is I'm trying to be helpful. Like I didn't. I mean, I've known you since you were a kid, so I didn't view that. Like was that a little bit in your?
I mean, that's kind of like a thing.
Catching
about
him
that.
early on and then catching him at the end of high school career, very different.
Oh yeah, like again, like it's been a lot of years and a lot of things. Like I've had a lot of time to reflect and really like just sit on it. If you know what I mean.
I'll just say this. I viewed, for looking at the outside looking in, I saw people, your peers, view you in awe.
Wow.
Yes.
So
Me too.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And people still talk about him.
Yeah.
Well, that's the thing where it's like, oftentimes the most lonely people are the people who put on like the biggest, like happiest smile. I mean, one of my best examples for this is always Robin Williams. Yeah,
The sad clown.
It's hard to watch his stuff.
definitely. But that also just shows how much of like impact and legacy that he has, that people still like, look to him for just like good memories and
Unbelievable.
stuff.
I think
Yeah.
they don't want anyone to feel their pain. So
That
they
is
work
something
hard to make
too
everybody
where
happy.
that is something too where oftentimes it feels like some people have to put on a mask to be like, you'll have some people who are like fake as fuck on like YouTube or just
Right.
like different things where like
Do you want to list them?
put up and I mean I don't want to put out any names here for you for like
Name
different things, but
names.
like still like just like you can tell like people just like putting up a front, and then when you like see them in real life they're like really like just awful people. For me though, I feel the opposite effect where I can really showcase more of a personality and really be more of myself when I'm behind a computer screen / like on on screen interacting with people. It's an interesting like just whole like thing there where I think I definitely have found my calling, and it really just allows me to like flourish more, not just in that sense, but also in a real life sense too.
What a great outlet.
Yeah.
Was there a point on your YouTube like where you maybe it was a struggle? Well, you got to start
Yeah.
somewhere. There's not a lot of viewership, and then it's a struggle, and then was there a point where it popped?
Definitely. Like the early years were really, really difficult. Like when I was like really still like starting off, it was really hard to, because it felt like you were basically talking to no one. Like you were just like kind of like you have no mouth but you try to scream, I guess, kind of feeling. The very early years I really had like no direction and no idea what I really want to do. And one of the things that can be really soul crushing is when you have like almost no viewers and you have like all the trolls and all the people come and just completely just like destroy, just feed and just spread negativity towards you, and just it really like is soul crushing. But eventually I got to the point, I would say honestly 2017 is when I really started like,
What happened?
that's when I started streaming, and I started streaming the latest Danganronpa game that came out, and I had 2 people that were like very like just actually 3 people that like were dedicated and like have my back and just like are still viewers and like still support me to this day. You actually know at least one of them, Brooke Tilton.
Okay.
Yeah, like she has supported me ever since like my first started actually since I first started like doing YouTube actually. And just being able to have someone there and just know that you're not alone, just like trying, because you can't really do this like on your own. Trying to do it on your own just is going to kill you. Just knowing someone's there like really just helped me just continue forward.
Like a lighthouse. They're just something you could steer
Exactly,
towards.
yeah.
Right.
Just like it shows you like the perfect course that you need to do. And then eventually more people trickled in. And the specific point I'd say when things really started to blow up was when I made this one video for the Danganronpa like game that I played on stream, the Meet the Characters videos. That's the video that actually recently just broke 400K.
Wow,
So
great.
that is definitely like the game, like the one thing that most people know me from. And after that, just more people started coming to streams, and like more people just started coming for like other things that I've done. One other thing that people really know me for is a video that I did on my Instagram where I dressed up as one of the female characters of the game, and then had the wig on of one of the male characters of the game, and like just like it's like it's a lie, what's up? And then it's like people. One of the things that really draws people in is cursed content, like stuff that makes them go, "Oh God, why have you done this? I need more of it." You know, like that kind of stuff. Really, like just memes and stuff. That's where the money. That's where the money's at. And
What-
I definitely found a calling where I can really like capitalize on, and really also like put my personality in it too. You know what I mean?
Did you notice when it started to blow up that your backlog started to gain traction?
Oh yeah, like I look back on some of my other things. Like it's hard to do playthroughs, like just playing through a game and not like streaming it, but like just putting out a game series that you're playing and like putting in like 20-minute parts. So it's like instead of like doing like a 4-hour live stream, you would throw out every single day like a 20-minute video of you playing the game. It's hard to like really do that nowadays. It used to be like really big back during like the inception of YouTube, but now it's really hard to do that. But I do see people now after watching like some other videos of mine go back and see like, let me see what else this guy's done, and like just binging those playthroughs, and which is awesome. One other thing that helps people like really like get to know me and also like interact with people isn't just through comments, but also through the thing called Discord. I don't know if you guys know about it.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's like the new version of Skype basically, and it's better than Skype too. Where it's basically like a chat room / like forum type thing, and also like just thing where you can talk to your friends, and it allows for just a lot of interactivity there, which is great.
You don't know about Discord?
I've heard it a million
don't know
times.
any-
But
It's
I've
the
never
number one
used it.
cheating app too.
For like
Yeah.
Yeah,
If you want to cheat on something, Discord's great.
it's true.
like games and taxes.
It's just a talk, back and forth. But if you want to share information or what's going on,
Yeah.
Discord's quick and reliable.
It's true.
Have you
Everyone
watched
should download Discord right now. Yeah.
Have you watched Mythic Quest on Apple TV yet?
Mythic Quest? No, I have not.
Oh, it's like Silicon Valley, but about a guy making an MMORPG.
MMORPG. Okay.
And it's great. It's from the guy from It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. Plays like the creative director. It's good.
It's weird. I've never played an MMO because I'd like to stay married.
Yeah, that's true. I have this one friend who's been playing World of Warcraft for 15 years,
Yeah.
and he it's basically like a fucking drug addiction. That's what it is. So it's
It
like,
is.
He found a way to just stop playing, and then just he couldn't handle it. He re-up he renewed his subscription, and now he's back to playing it daily. Shout outs to you, Matt, by the way. That's also the same thing with me, but Skyrim actually.
Oh. How many times have you played through Skyrim?
Well, I'd say like 10 times, and in terms of overall hours, it's also on PC. Well,
Yeah.
PC mainly.
I bought it
sometimes on
3
consoles,
times.
500 hours. You bought it 3 times?
I bought it
Probably
3
like 4
times.
here.
Yeah, and I played through about 7.
Yeah.
What?
Mods
Yeah.
are the thing that just keeps making you come back
Dude,
to.
you
That's the
haven't
thing,
lived
the
until you
biggest
do a
thing.
Khajiit, and then you do the backstab, and then you do
Yeah.
everything. You go through every iteration you possibly can go through.
I highly recommend playing Skyrim with custom followers that are like fully like custom voiced and stuff. It like because normally playing through Skyrim just like it's really lonely. You're just like hey, you're the Dragonborn. How often
Right.
can I just hear Aaron the Knee? Blah, blah blah. But having like just like that extra like party like with you, it really just brings life to it. Like I recommend name dropping Inigo, the follower mod, the blue cat. He's really really good.
All right.
Really 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 good. He feels like he's real, but that's beside the point.
There are so many things with that. If you play this game, you will get hooked.
Yeah.
Skyrim.
Yeah.
There's also a lot of waifu titty follower mods. Most of them are not worth your time. It's really. Though most of them look like the pictures you've been showing. Yeah.
All right. We're gonna play a game.
Okay.
I have no idea what the rules are to this game.
Okay.
Because our intern over there
I'm
creates
gonna win.
them, and they're always terrible. We are gonna
Terrible.
we are gonna keep score,
All right.
and somebody's gonna win.
Okay.
Now,
Do the points matter at all? Do we get
Yeah,
anything?
points matter. Yes.
Oh, okay.
All right, but I want you to intro the game.
Okay.
We have no idea what the game is.
All right.
It's just called game.
It's called
Game.
a game about games.
Are you ready?
Okay.
Give me that best Kevin go.
All right.
Here we go.
All right. So we've got a game. I have no other feed what the fuck it is, but it's a game about games. Maybe it's like a show about nothing. You guys know Jerry Seinfeld? Yeah, he's still relevant. All right, we're gonna be like getting points here. What are we gonna be doing? Let's see here. All right, we got 4 players. What are we doing? Go.
All right, I will ask you 5 trivia questions about games and gaming.
Okay.
It's multiple choice.
Oh boy.
And here we go.
Wait, what?
Right.
Game.
Question number 1.
What is Sony the Hedgehog?
What is considered the worst video game of
Come
all
on.
time?
Well,
Buzz in. E.T. E.T.
Exactly. Scoop of chocolate, scoop
Is
of
it
vanilla.
Hold
E.T.?
on.
It's E.T.
Kids. Go ahead.
Is it E.T., Big Rig Overroad Racing, Dr. Mario, or Bonk?
I have a question before we
Dr.
continue.
Mario's good, so.
Yeah.
This isn't like some dentist bullshit where you
This is
made
a-
up your own answer.
This is researched on the Google.
Where are these answers coming from?
The Google.
Wikipedia, the free encyclopedia.
It's a valid source.
Is it E.T., Big Rigs Overroad Racing, Dr. Mario, or Bonk?
I watched the documentary on the ETs where they actually threw them into the trash.
Yeah.
And then they tried
And then
to
they
dig
found them actually, which is crazy.
Yeah, and,
And
they
they're
were
worth
worth a lot of
something.
money, right?
Yeah.
We all said ET.
It's
Yeah.
Big Rigs Overroad Racing.
Okay, because I was also thinking like the back of my head too. It might be a generational thing now, because like most of the people who played ET, like more people like have probably heard of Big Rigs now because it's more recent, and
Yeah.
like more kids are using the internet and stuff like that too. So it might be that now.
Side note, he gets a point when we all get it wrong.
Oh,
Yeah.
fun.
So
You
Great.
got
There
a
you go.
point. Dennis is up
I love
one.
Question
I love group
2.
projects. They're great.
What is the number of registered Fortnite players worldwide?
Oh jeez.
250 million, 200 million, 300 million, 112 bagillion. Do we have our answers?
Okay.
What do we have here? 200,
300.
300, 250,
Oh.
250 million.
Good media.
Joe
the
gets a
fucking middle.
point. That's right.
250 million
Damn.
registered
Yeah, you're right,
users.
dude. Always go with the middle, man. Shoot the
Yeah.
gap.
We're sucking.
Question 3. What was the first video game to get rated M for mature?
The
Come
first
on.
one ever? You
That's
know this?
easy.
Easy.
Oh, don't
Is
say
it
it, I don't-
Doom, Resident Evil, Half-Life,
I'm gonna write
or
it before we
Mortal
start.
Kombat?
Don't.
I'm not holding up. I got my hand over it.
I'm going to say
What do we
Mor-
got here? Mortal
Mortal
Kombat. Mortal Kombat.
Yeah.
Mortal
Mortal Kombat.
Kombat was the first
Finish
game.
him.
Mortal Kombat.
It was
Kano
actually rated
wins.
M 2 years after it came out.
That is
but it
why
was
we
the
have
first one.
That's why the
ESRB rating.
Exactly.
What is
yeah.
ESRB?
The rating system.
The
that we
ratings
have.
board.
Which-
because of Mortal Kombat.
Middle-aged moms don't look at, of course.
No.
Conker's Bad Fur is my favorite kids game. They actually just released Spawn in the newest Mortal Kombat. He looks so sick.
Oh, Spawn. Is
Yeah,
he coming
Spawn's
back?
in there. Yeah, he's in the. Well, he has a movie coming out, and he's also in Mortal Kombat to promote that. So
Spawn, like,
Todd McFarlane's Spawn.
oh, okay.
Yeah.
He was never in Mortal Kombat prior.
no, yeah, the Warner Brothers has like their own game studio. They make the Injustice like fighting games, which are basically on like everything DC. and they also own Mortal Kombat, so they have guest characters. Like the Joker is in Mortal Kombat now, actually, too.
Wow.
And then they've had like Scorpion and Sub-Zero in the Injustice games too. So it's
What's
pretty
the Joker's like skill in Mortal
Acid
Kombat?
flower.
cool. Acid, using like a little Batman puppet to like shoot someone's face.
Electric buzzer?
Gimps. Yeah, just different stuff like that. Tommy guns, etc. Joker stuff. Yeah.
What is the most popular video game of all time? Is it Super Mario Brothers,
Yeah.
Call
Has
of
to.
Duty,
It has to.
Grand Theft Auto, or Minecraft?
Oh.
Oh,
That's actually
wow.
some good choices.
Wow.
So it's like, I know what the answer would be before, but it's like,
What
wonder
is it-
about now?
See,
What's
one,
the score?
one keeps growing, and one's capped, and it's a tough call.
What's the score right now?
Well, I added Dennis 1, so it is Joe 2, Guest 1, Mike 1, Dennis 1.
Okay.
Dennis 2.
No,
you
we
only
have
got
to
one.
all be out. You guessed the
Oh.
right thing, but
I said Mario.
I also said Mario.
I'm saying GTA.
Minecraft.
Yeah,
Yeah.
thought
No,
so.
once you said
Minecraft
that,
by a
Yeah.
lot.
Also
actually.
has the biggest map of any game next to No Man's Sky.
It's
Bigger
true.
than Mario though?
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
are you
Kids are
saying
playing that
just the
shit,
one
yeah.
Mario or all the Mario universe?
Super Mario Brothers.
Oh.
Man.
My final question. What is the highest grossing video game movie of all time, U.S.? Is it Angry Birds, Detective Pikachu, Lara Croft Tomb Raider,
Oh.
Rampage,
Oh.
or Sonic the Hedgehog?
Oh, Sonic just came out,
All right?
right?
Yeah, Sonic did just come out.
Any good?
It was actually okay. Went too fast.
So wait, you're
the
telling me
pun
you
intended.
went and saw Sonic instead of going to see the Impractical Jokers movie?
I went and saw. I mean, it's still in theaters, right?
It is.
It is still in theaters.
It is.
In
Can't
fact,
go to theaters.
Impractical
You're gonna
Jokers
die
didn't
of
come out
corona
on
now.
Valentine's Day, so
Both of my kids went to see it too.
Did they like my cameo? I'm Franz Goldberg.
No, they didn't see Jokers. They went to see
Oh.
Sonic.
Well, tell them you know Franz Goldberg.
he's more Gangster's
anyway.
Paradise. Then it would have been a perfect movie.
Let's see our answers, gentlemen.
Pikachu.
Sonic,
Detective
Pikachu.
I said Pikachu.
Pikachu. It is Detective Pikachu
Yes.
at 144 million.
That's
Shouts
2
to
weeks in a
Ryan
row.
Reynolds.
Yes.
Let's go.
It is a three-way tie. 2-2-2.
All right.
2 weeks in a 2 weeks. I lost, right?
Yeah, you-
It's
you
2 weeks
lost,
in a
so I
row,
get to
man.
punch you in the
I'm,
face.
yeah, dude, I'm getting beat up.
Now we know why you hate the games.
No, I mean I've been winning since the shed. I've been winning every game.
Thank you for playing game.
Hey!
I like game.
Kevin, go.
Don't compliment him.
This is gonna be interesting, knowing your age.
Right.
What did that sound mean to you? What was that sound?
What's the sound again?
Oh, can we hit that from the top?
I hit, you don't hear it in the background? Take away the music.
I'm trying to hear. It's really low.
Do you know that sound? I love that he doesn't know.
You don't know what that sound is?
I can't hear it. That's the thing.
You
It's
can't
like-
hear it?
It's the sound of a 56K dial-up modem. Maybe a fax
Okay.
modem.
Yeah, that I don't know. That's
Right?
way before my time.
It's way
I was
before
still
your time,
sperm
right?
at the time, most likely.
It's crazy.
It is nuts.
What was that?
It's sperm.
That was
Best
his
swimmer in
impression
his
of
class.
So anyway, that sound to me is aggravation. I remember I don't know if I've talked about this, but I remember the first picture I downloaded on the internet was a Coca-Cola can.
You mean segment by segment?
Segment by segment, one JPEG, man.
Yeah, if you want, like, for
Why wasn't it
me,
porn?
tedium and, like, what you just described would be AOL, like, that startup sound of that.
Very
Like,
similar.
Yeah, like, that's how...
Did you ever
that's
use
how far back
dial-up?
I can really go. No, of course not.
Of course not.
Of
he
course
says.
not.
not.
Of course not,
Mike.
boomer.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course not, you old son of a gun.
Grampy.
Holy shit.
You fossil.
If
This,
you want to get
uh,
people, you say, okay, Zoomer. That's how you get them young kids.
Oh, okay, Zoomer.
Okay, Zoomer.
This sound indicates a thing we like to do called the armchair futurist.
Okay.
The year is 2050.
Okay.
Your industry is essentially YouTube and gaming, right?
All right.
So in the year 2050, what does the space look like?
All right. Just like my workspace, or just like the entire, like just like
In
the entirety?
2050,
Yes.
what is it you do? What does it look like now?
All right. Let's see.
In present day 2050.
I would say everything is Chrome in the future. Google probably has taken over everything, or Disney, one of the two. Let's see here.
Oh, Chrome meaning the search engine, not like
The Google Disney Wars
Not
have been
literally.
terrible.
No, they'll
I
buy
thought the
like they'll
metal.
buy legit Chrome. You know, like they'll have the ownership on that. You know what I mean? Like, so if you
Yeah,
ever
yeah.
use Chrome, like you got to pay Google, of course.
So
probably.
after the coronavirus wipes out 50% of the population, and then
What's
the
left
cat genocide
fights in the-
2048.
Yeah.
It'll
What's
look
left
like-
fights in the
Chrome.
the Chrome Disney Wars.
It'll look like Futurama, except a lot less clever. You know what I mean?
More like Battlestar Galactica, right? With those, what were they called?
Every future looks like Blade
Cylons?
Runner.
Cylons. They were
Cylons.
Chrome, no?
They were.
Are you falling asleep, old man?
No. What? Chrome, huh? No, I don't know.
So what's it look like?
Probably like, I would like to say the ideal would be like, like cleaner. Probably like, just like multiple monitors, like an entire just like setup. We're just like, I'm in control type of feeling. Living space. Probably somewhere in the city. Probably like I would like flying cars. Back to the Future did lie to me, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Stuff like that, probably. I'd say.
I mean, do you think it's still YouTube? Do you think it's still streaming, or do you think it's
That's true? Yeah, like I mean, YouTube might be like gone by then. I mean, it's gonna be crazy if YouTube is still around. We're seeing comments from like 55 years ago. Like, you just see like people like actually, if it is still around, it'd be crazy to see like grandpas and grandmas like instead of showing old old photos from like 1944, it'll be check out this old vlog I used to do.
Right.
And also looking back and seeing like the way some YouTubers act would be really, really weird.
Do you think the way they act is going to? I guess it'll change like anything else, right?
Oh, yeah.
It'll
Yeah.
morph.
I see Ready Player One stuff, augmented overlays.
Yeah.
You not being you being whoever you want to be.
I'm with you.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
it's
it's kind of
gonna
like a much more beta version of that right now with like, I mean, like just profile pictures and stuff like that.
It's going to be a cross between, for me, Ready Player One and what was that Bruce Willis movie where he had an avatar that went out and reacted in the real world? Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, where he sat in like the coffin like pod. thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know what you're
And then he,
It's a stand. That's what it is. That's a
Yeah.
JoJo reference.
But absolutely, you don't have to be anywhere. You can be anywhere. Be who you want to be. Be half cat. Doesn't matter.
You guys know that old Jamiroquai song, like Virtual Insanity?
Yeah.
Kind of like, like every mother or child, can choose the, race, everything of their child. If we get to that point, I mean, it'd be really crazy. Just, I think definitely one of the, like, the key word would probably be
Surrogate.
customization for the future. That's,
Cus-
I think,
oh,
like, the thing everyone was like, would, like, probably want to aim for, maybe.
I think that's a great perspective. You can customize your life.
Yeah.
I mean,
We can already kind of
Did-
do that with, like, plastic surgery, stem cells, stuff like that. Like, that's definitely what people want to, like, aim for, I'd say.
Total anonymity too.
Yeah, that is, like, the craziest thing. That's, like, the scariest thing, honestly.
Revolution.
Kevin, thank you so much for coming on the show, man. This has been awesome.
It was
I've been
awesome.
looking
Thank
forward
you
to
guys
this
for
for a long
having me.
time.
I'm really glad.
Is there anything you want to plug on the way out?
Yeah, of course, we got my channels, Kago Pro. You can find me on Instagram, YouTube, Twitter.com, album places. And, just mainly just all that. Thank you guys again.
Dennis the Intern.
find me on Twitter, Dennis the Intern.
Joseph.
I plug nothing.
Pizza Beer Revolution. You can find us on the web, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram us. Give us some love and we'll love you back, Kevin. Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you guys so much. Woo.
See you.